The big story at 5:30, an historic trip around the moon in its final few hours right now because the crew of Artemis II is almost home. From liftoff to splashdown, Fox 35 has been following Artemis II's journey closely.
And while their trip began here on the Space Coast, the splashdown is actually happening off the coast of San Diego. And Fox 35's Chelsea Torres is joining us live at Johnson Space Center in Houston. Chelsea, good evening. What is ground control focused on right now as that capsule approaches Earth?
Sure. Hey there, Garrett, Luann. Well, we know that NASA officials have said that this really all comes down to these final moments of the splashdown itself. NASA says that there will only be about 13 minutes from the moment the Orion capsule enters Earth's atmosphere and splashes down in the Pacific. 6 of those minutes, there will be a communication blackout, and the crew says that they'll be flying in at about 40 times the speed of sound.
The G profile will actually be very similar to what it is on launch. We'll get up into the 3 Gs, just over 3 Gs on the way down for a normal entry. But if it was a ballistic, we could get up to as high as 9-10 Gs, which is what you pull in a fighter jet. But we could be doing that for several minutes, for 8 or 9 minutes. And so the G profile is going to be pretty sporty.
Artemis pilot Victor Glover says the heat shield and eventually the parachutes on the Orion will help slow the capsule down to around 20 miles an hour as it splashes down. Now, here at Johnson Space Center, all eyes will be on Orion's heat shield, the capsule's thermal protection system, as temperatures could reach up to 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. During the unmanned Artemis I mission, the shield had some charring, so before Artemis II launched, engineers made sure it could withstand the speed and pressure coming into Earth's atmosphere.
A lot of testing, a lot of verification. We're fully behind NASA's decision to go fly this heat shield. Did a ton of work to make sure we're comfortable with that from an overall perspective, the engineering, the testing to simulate, and we're doing a different trajectory coming home that'll be a little bit less taxing on the heat shield than we did before.
Now, throughout this afternoon, the crew has been doing a series of lists, checklists, just to make sure that the cabin and everything is prepared for when they re-enter Earth's atmosphere. They will also eventually be getting into their launch suits, those orange and blue suits that we've seen many times before. They'll continue to do some more checklists. Meanwhile, their friends and family will be here at Johnson Space Center in mission control, watching along as we watch. We're now just under 3 hours to this historic splashdown. Garrett, Luann.
Chelsea, thank you so much. And right now, all eyes are on the skies and the water where the splashdown is set to happen.
But just like liftoff, you're going to be watching that weather closely, hoping it's picture perfect for a safe return for that crew. And so Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard joining us live in the studio now. And Laurel, how's that weather looking in San Diego?
Yeah, guys, just like liftoff, there is a laundry list of weather criteria that needs to be met in order for a very safe splashdown off the coast of San Diego this evening. Wave height can't be higher than 6 feet. Winds can't be more than 28 miles per hour. Can't be too cloudy, and rain needs to stay 35 miles away from the launch zone. So taking a look, Artemis II splashdown. One thing that we were keeping an eye on very closely was a pair of low pressure systems in Northern California. But good news, the wind and the waves are not going to be a concern on the Southern California coast near San Diego for this evening. Now let's break it down where we're going to slowly start to see Artemis make its way into the atmosphere and then zoom across the Pacific. So Orion is going to enter into Earth's atmosphere 400,000 feet above Earth's surface. And this is actually going to place Orion over Bangkok. And this is going to be flying in. We are talking speeds of 24,000 miles, and the heat shields need to withstand 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So after a couple of minutes, this is also where we're going to be seeing that blackout of communication as it zooms across the Pacific towards the splashdown zone in San Diego. Once we head to about 7:59, just before 8 o'clock, communication will be restored about 2,000 miles from that splashdown zone, and then we'll slowly start to see the parachutes come about once we head into 8:03 p.m., slowing this speed down to 19 miles per hour before making a splashdown off the coast of SoCal. Garrett, Luann.
All right, Laurel, thank you. You can watch the splashdown right here on Fox 35. Our special coverage starts at 7 o'clock, and you can also watch our extended coverage over on Fox 35 Plus and on the Fox Local app.